Hey everyone, I'm your host Jenny, and welcome to today's podcast episode. Due to image copyright concerns, I'm running this as an audio-only podcast, but I'll try to paint the scenes vividly with my words. I'm starting my fan review of Weak Hero Class 2 today. Have you all watched Weak Hero Class 2 yet? If you haven't seen seasons 1 and 2 of Weak Hero, be careful because this entire audio might contain spoilers. When Yeon Si-eun, played by Park Ji-hoon, is forced to transfer to Eunjung High School, he builds even higher and more fortified emotional walls than during his time at Byeoksan High School. He does this to pursue a quiet, ordinary life, isolated from his classmates. But the classroom jungle doesn't leave Si-eun alone. Seong-je and Hyo-man constantly provoke him into new battles, while three friends, Hoo-min, Jun-tae, and Hyun-tak, narrow the psychological distance between them before Si-eun even realizes it. The combat scenes have a faster pace than the previous series. In today's podcast, I'll be talking about my personal thoughts on Seong-je, portrayed by Lee Jun-young, who was absolutely a scene stealer in Season 2. Personally, when each character was first revealed, I thought the synchronization between Seong-je and actor Lee Jun-young was incredible. When I saw the teaser, I wondered if the character of Seong-je could have been portrayed so effectively on screen if it wasn't for Lee Jun-young. The synchronization was more than 100%. In the original webtoon, the character of Seong-je was always sexy, you know? But after Weak Hero 2 was released, fans who watched the drama also said that Seong-je was too sexy, which made me really excited before watching Weak Hero 2. Honestly, he looked extremely sexy just from the released teaser videos. When all the actors from Weak Hero Season 2 gathered to watch the show in a theater before the Netflix release date, everyone unanimously agreed that Seong-je was sexy. Seong-je, portrayed by Lee Jun-young, is a new character in Weak Hero Season 2. He's a my-pace guy with unreadable thoughts. He's a character completely addicted to dopamine. In every scene where he appears, he's either playing games, using his phone, smoking cigarettes, or fighting. And he truly enjoys fighting. In an interview with a daily newspaper, Lee Jun-young said, "Director Han Jun-hee told me, you need to play this character Seong-je because Seong-je is literally you, which is why I decided to participate. He's actually quite similar to me." The romantic aspects of the human Lee Jun-young are also present in Seong-je. When we had a group viewing with the other actors, they told me I was sexy. Laughs. At the time, I was embarrassed and replied, "Please, don't talk to me, but still, please look forward to it." Laughs. On the other hand, actor Park Ji-hoon revealed in an interview, "I was really nervous when filming with Lee Jun-young in the bathroom. Lee Jun-young's fists are incredibly fast. You could actually hear the sound of wind from his punches. Of course, we had to be tense when filming action scenes. I was nervous thinking that if I lost focus for a moment, I might really get hit." That day was Lee Jun-young's first day of filming. After the shoot, the way he walked with his hands in his pockets really reminded me of his character Seong-je. I told him, "You're really Seong-je." Their actual personalities are quite similar too. I don't mean the violent exterior at all. What felt similar was how they both enjoy romance and are free-spirited people. But you know what? Guillaume Seong-je's name itself is completely sexy. His surname Jeum means metal. The Seong in his name means success, and the J in his name means king. In the original webtoon, he's known by the nickname Strong Tyrant, and overseas, Guillaume Seong-je's name is Wolf. In Weak Hero Season Hansintiais 2, actor Lee Jun-young perfectly brought the romantic psycho character Guillaume Seong-je to life. The way he constantly smiles like the Joker, his appearance with glasses, and the purple school uniform all suit him perfectly. He's obsessed with fighting, but secretly likes romantic things like male friendship. And the way he acts when he helps Si-eun, but then jokes about becoming too nice before putting Si-eun in trouble again at the end, his performance captures this perfect eccentricity. The highlight of Weak Hero Season 2 is definitely the confrontation between Seong-je and Si-eun, as well as their chemistry. Since Seong-je is bigger and taller than Si-eun, he always looks down at Si-eun, but the corners of his mouth turn up whenever he sees Si-eun. He calls Si-eun newbie and seems to adore him. This pretty-faced kid dares to glare at him with wide eyes, unlike the other kids. I understand when Guillaume Seong-je says, "Si-eun looks like someone I want to beat up." Throughout the show, Si-eun is the subject that stimulates Seong-je's dopamine and adrenaline. The rooftop fight scene between Seong-je and Si-eun is truly a masterpiece. I was amazed by Seong-je's fighting sense. When Seong-je and Si-eun first met in the bathroom, I noticed Si-eun's eyes, the detail of Seong-je noticing Si-eun's excellent peripheral vision and covering Si-eun's field of vision with his palm. During the rooftop fight scene was brilliantly executed, and Seong-je's legendary scene is definitely this. Even when Si-eun takes his glasses and stabs his foot with the temple tip, he giggles like a true psycho saying, "This is it!" and continues fighting with Si-eun. I got complete chills from Lee Jun-young's acting that went beyond the insane character of Gyum Seong-je. And personally, I like Seong-je's voice too. I like his intonation when he tells Si-eun, "Your eyes look sad," and generally, his lazy and gentle tone feels sexier. He smokes cigarettes so deliciously and flicks them away stylishly. That acting was good too. In the fight scenes, his nimble dodging movements really stimulated my dopamine as well. I also enjoyed the setup that Seong-je pursues romance. It's funny when he comes out because Si-eun called him and eats ramen in front of the convenience store, and then suddenly brings up the tetanus shot conversation. After Si-eun says, "I was sorry about that," the acting where he clearly softens was so funny, and he leans toward helping Si-eun, but later betrays Si-eun and ultimately helps Baek-jin. I felt this was his final loyalty to Baek-jin. Presumably, during the gang fight between the Union and Yoonjung kids, he tied Si-eun up at the bowling alley and used tricks to help Baek-jin win, because Si-eun would likely win using his brain. I liked this development. Rather than for listening, and see you in the next episode.